Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a great day so far. Thanks so much for joining. We're gonna start really actually right now, to be honest. Getting straight into the game. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm gonna reset the chat really quickly. Unfortunately, it's become an unusual thing that we have to do at the start of the stream, just so everyone can see the chat and stuff, because that's kind of like the main point of having the multi-chat. But thank you to all of you guys for tuning in nice and early. I'm what's up, love to see you. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thanks so much for tuning in. Ashwell, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. It's Pixels Bay. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you so much. I finally got to watch. Let me grab my wine. Oh, I hope you have a great, nice, relaxing time. Hope we actually make it nice and entertaining for you all tonight as well. Just continuing on with this build, as you guys know the drill. We've been doing this for like the past 2 live streams, so we're just going to continue with it, see how it goes. Once again, keeping up with those summary vibes and themes and stuff for the builds in particular. But yeah, hope you guys had a great Thursday so far, or if you guys are at the start of it. So I'm going to jump into the game really quickly, and I'll just give you like a bit of a rundown of what we've got going so far, and then we'll move on into doing the furnishing, which I think is a lot is something that I feel like 90% of probably the Sims community enjoys a lot more. I mean, you guys already know the drill with me. I love doing my exterior, so my fun part's over. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not going to enjoy doing the furnishing, but it's just kind of like it's what pulls the entire build together, you know? So here's what we have so far. You know what? Someone mentioned, like, when I was doing my my waterfront mansion like a few weeks ago, they were like, why don't you create like a hut type of thing? Like, you know, like in Sulani, you know how like they use this like thatched roof piece, or like thatched, yeah, thatched, there we go. And I was like, you know what, that's a really good idea. So if you guys want, we can actually move to using this thatch roof piece. I think it looks kind of interesting, and you know what, you can actually place this lot on in one of the worlds in Sulani as well, and I think that could kind of look interesting if you guys wanted that more like tropical-esque vibe, you know? Honestly, I don't hate the way that is looking for some reason. I mean, my plan was not to change the roof texture the second I went into the live stream, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think I really like the way that looks. I mean, I would love to know what you guys think about it as well, because originally, you guys already know we had the eco lifestyle ones, and it looks decent. But honestly, I do really like the way this orange is, even this like dark brown color is kind of looking so far. So, you know, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna leave it like that for the time being. It was not part of the plan, but we're gonna keep it, and we'll see if like people notice it as they join the live stream and stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna just start off with the furnishing, and let me just get the reference up for myself real quick. Okay, seems kind of muted, a bit minimal, you know, in terms of the furnishing and stuff. You guys can see it on the screen as well. Once again, this is the only image that we have of this build, so like we don't have like an interior or anything like that, and I haven't even zoomed the image in. It's really zoomed in for me as well. We can't like see the edges of the build, which is very annoying to me. I like building from a reference where you can like see from all different angles and stuff, and when you can't see it, it's just so jarring, because you're like, not that you have to like make it up yourself, but more so because like you don't know what it kind of looks like at the end, you know? So yeah, I would have preferred having a reference image that probably had like multiple angles, but I mean, it's really rare for me to have something like that, to be fair. But we're still gonna go with the design regardless, and I'm just gonna place a few of these sunbeds over here. I think I'm gonna go for this color, this colorway at least, with the muted brown legs with the almost like white / beige cushioning on top. I think that looks a little bit more high-end and modern, and I'm kind of trying to get a blend and mix between modern and traditional vibes for this build. Hopefully that will come across nice and cleanly for you guys as well. Sasha, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Hope you're having a great Thursday. But yeah, so very muted objects and very muted amount of colors as well that have been used throughout this entire build. I found, oh, sorry about that. I used I used a wicker seat type of thing in my previous build, which I really love the way it looked. This is also another really nice one as well that I tend to use in a lot more of my tropical builds, like that I forgot what this is called, woven. There we go, like the woven design. I think that looks really decent. This one, there we go, like the wicker. This is really nice. I personally think this is an amazing chair to be using, especially for this build in particular as well. I don't know where we're going to place this, but I mean, maybe we might have an outdoor kitchen area. I don't really see anything like that off of the reference from what I'm looking at. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to I mean, I'm not trying to like do it one-to-one, you know, like just because there's no reference. I mean, just because there's not an outdoor kitchen, that doesn't mean that we're not going to do one. I think it'll be pretty cool actually to have a like an outdoor kitchen area like right over here. Maybe we can get rid of this door. It does like get rid of the symmetry of the build, but I don't think that really matters too much, to be fair. We can add some windows here instead. Like let's say for example, well, I mean, you know what, we can actually keep it for the time being, and then when we add like the counters themselves, I'm just going to go ahead and add it right now. And I think adding the kitchen here is going to feel the most suitable. We could add one like here maybe, and like add the dining table right over here. That could be kind of interesting, but you know, I kind of like how it feels like really closed off in this section. Claire, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the follow as well. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great Thursday. I wanted to see what you was building. I'm saving up for a mini PC for my Sims 4 as I use the laptop. Oh, that's so nice. I hope you get your PC and you enjoy it so much. I'm sure it will bring you some amazing value when you boot up the Sims on it. You'll notice a big difference. At least I hope so. But yeah, I'm glad that you are here. Thanks so much for joining tonight. And I wonder if I should go for the base game counters or if we should go for the island living ones. Island living is a really good option, to be fair. I do use this one quite a lot though, like only for the island counters though, so I don't think that really counts as using it too much. You know what, we do have a bit of that dark wood, so maybe we should just go like with the dark wood swatch with the white countertop. That could look kind of interesting. Or if we wanted to like blend in a little bit more, we can go for the plain white. Oh, you know what, the plain white kind of, that might work a little bit better in our favor, to be fair. And we're gonna go for the outdoor cooking area. Let's go for this one. I mean, I always go for this one. It's the one that came from Desert Lux Kit, if I'm not mistaken. I could be very wrong about that. I might actually be wrong about that, I don't know. Sometimes I get mixed up. I do apologize, you guys. Sometimes the icons, especially for the kits, they're just so, they're not similar, but like they're close enough to the point where it makes you second guess, you know. Do you guys have that as well? Like, I don't know, for me, I try to remember everything as much as possible, but there's only so much that I can unfortunately remember. Sims 4 Bills, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Yeah, only have to pay around 400 for my step up, so it's good for a start. Oh, I'm glad to hear, Sasha. I hope you have you'll come back and update me how it's going and stuff. I'd love to hear it. Stacia, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're having a great Thursday. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, so once again, going for a nice, simple, modern, open area theme, because we want this area of this build, or just this build in general, to just feel nice and breezy, you know. I mean, come on, we're right next to the water. It should feel like that. But yeah, in case you guys are wondering why there's a door here, we will be changing that to a window eventually. I'm just gonna not really worry about that right now too much. I'd rather just get all like the furnishing down. Honestly, I wonder if I can save the functionality of this door and just move this over here instead. I mean, that is an option. This is very much an option that we can take advantage of, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just Loki, you know what? I don't actually hate that. I was thinking of like maybe doing like a really generic thing, which is like placing counters over here and then on the opposite side, and then just kind of like connecting up to the middle to kind of like creating like an N shape. But you know, I want to kind of like change it up a little bit. Let's go for this type of design instead. And I believe Island Living didn't come with a bar, which is gonna suck because we're not gonna find something that matches these cabinets, which is fine, I guess. I mean, we can try to find something as close as like an equivalent, you know. I mean, we have this. It is from the same kit that came with the barbecue stand, so all is not lost, you know. It's all right. And I do like leaving a bit of a gap as well, just so your sim can like walk in and out. And I don't like how this part of the bar area matches like over here. Well, I mean, I can't really do much about it, can I? But we could push it out like this. I mean, I'd rather have something like this, to be fair. So I'm just gonna do it like this instead. But yeah, there's a new update feature that's going to be the autosave feature that's going to be coming to The Sims. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but honestly, I wonder how that's going to work. I hope it is going to be effective. Breezy, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. I missed yesterday's stream. What progress did you make? So, oh no, there wasn't much. Well, there was progress, but like we did a lot of like the foliage placement, the fencing. We did this kind of like gate thingy around the pool area, kind of just like one of those like over water flowy things. We did the roofing area. We did all of the other windows around the entire build. I mean, nothing is really finalized yet, but this is pretty much what we have working for, what we're working with at the moment, Breezy. But yeah, just place all like the windows down. I don't think we even did a floor plan yet. Yeah, no floor plan yet. So we're just working on doing some of the furniture placement, and then we'll move on into doing the other stuff like that. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna actually keep this brown and have almost like that whitish countertop, solely because it kind of matches the barbecue stand. We can even exaggerate a little bit more as well and do something like that, so these two match and then the cabinets match over on this side. I think that's actually pretty decent, so we're gonna go for that. And then, I mean, you can't go wrong with adding a bit of a sink on this out in the exterior of the build as well. So just gonna add one right over here. Do you guys do stuff like this as well, by the way, within like your outdoor barbecue like kitchens and stuff? Like, do you guys add sinks and stuff like that? I mean, I turned into like a proper outdoor kitchen area. I used to even add like mini fridges, but obviously, you know, they get destroyed with if you have seasons and stuff. So I don't really bother adding them anymore because it's just going to be more of a hassle to get rid of it. But I do love the idea of having like a mini fridge and stuff like that out in the outdoors. I mean, obviously in real life it works great, but not in The Sims when it can't. It doesn't know if it's like indoors or outdoors, you know, unless you have like a proper roof over it. And most of the time I don't have a roofing over my builds and stuff. I'm buffering a lot, Claire. Oh, what do you mean by that? Is my voice coming bad to you guys? Let me check that real quick. It shouldn't be bad. Ooh. Let me see what I can do about that. Yeah, where's the I am from London. That is so odd. I believe it should be fine now. It's not. It shouldn't be having any issues. Is it buffering for you guys? Like, is it are we dropping any frames on the screen, or or like the sound and stuff, or is it okay? If something isn't fine, please let me know so I can try to fix it. My bit rate, or like my kilobytes per second, is going up and down a bit, but I don't know what the cause is for that. Hold on. Can I change that? No, I can't. Okay. It should be... Hold on, I'm just checking some stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna head back into the game. If you guys experience anything, please do let me know so I can go back and like check stuff out. Trash cans and dishwashers. Dishwashers are a good idea, to be fair. I don't usually add them, but I can actually consider it for this one. I mean, it's not really convenient because I ended up placing like a corner piece over here. And I don't really want to change it for some reason. And they also use the outdoor fridge for everything, even when it's raining. I really do like adding this mini fridge, I'm not going to lie to you guys. If I had like a normal like roof over this area, I probably would add one, but we ain't got that, so we're not gonna bother with that. I think this one's really nice from Adventure Awaits, solely because it just feels realistic, you know, with like the cans and stuff. There was a sound going in and out. Honestly, sometimes it's just a bit random, to be honest with the stream. Sometimes it like buffers a bit, sometimes it doesn't. I did try to fix it though. But yeah, so little kitchen area. It's not complete. We still need to add a lot of different foliage pieces on top of it as well. Do you guys like adding a lot of clutter on your exteriors, or do you guys kind of like prefer to leave that for your interiors? I personally like, I do like a bit more of like a clean look, so I tend to like just add whatever is necessary and then just like make it feel complete but like not overly done, you know. This could be nice to add somewhere around here, maybe like right here, where it's kind of like a little bit of like a height difference. I know when the second this lid goes up, it's going to kind of like clip into this, but I don't think it's a big deal. These pans look really rough. But it does add a bit to like the realism, you know. We're just gonna add a little plant over here. You know what, I sometimes prefer using plant and foliage pieces, or like clutter object pieces that don't have a slot on like counters and stuff, just so I can like purposefully place it, but like raise it up by like the number 9 key and just place it wherever I want to, rather than just like fighting with the placements and stuff. Let's go to the trays real quick. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, you guys will know I do love adding a tray almost everywhere. It's just so useful. It just like, it's really useful. So good. I mean, it's like a nice functional object, and obviously some of these aren't, but most of them are, which is convenient because it makes it just feel a little bit more cozy and a bit more realistic. In an entertainer's home, you'll definitely see like a lot of just like a lot of like stuff like this just hanging about within the exteriors, which is what I try to recreate in most of my builds, just a bit of realism. And we're gonna add the bar stools like right in front of where we have this instead of these guys. Oh wait, these aren't even island counters anyway, so I can't. For some reason I thought these were island counters for a second. I mean, I could switch it to them if I really wanted to, but we're not. Wait, would that kind of like align it a little bit better? I wonder. I don't think it will though. Maybe it will. Low key, it's not that bad actually. I wonder if I should just do that, because then that means we have 3 seats here. But then this edge piece needs to change. This is probably not the one to be using, but it's kind of like the one that I want to use, you know, because it has that outer bit. But then we can't connect it to this, which is not great. Could do something like that, I guess. But yeah, Loki just kind of like the extension of the counter, to be honest, like the corner bit. I wonder if we should go for the brown seaters, because it's going to contrast nicely. Well, not over here, but you know. I do low-key like this design that we have going on so far, so might keep it this way for a while. And I noticed how we have absolutely 0 outdoor lighting, so we're gonna have to get around to doing that eventually. Let me see what we're missing from the reference. We definitely need to add, you know what I like about the reference, they have so much space around like here, like on like the sandy area where they can just like add so much different things. We unfortunately can't do that. So I mean, I would have loved to have like some additional seating areas, pergolas and stuff like that, but can't really do it. I think I'm gonna move this thing over here. Just gonna place a few of these side by side around here. If it cooperates. I mean, I hate when it does this. I have no clue why it gets like that, but there we go. Some of that. I don't want to overflow it with a lot of sun beds either, but they do definitely make the area feel a little bit more like complete and stuff, you know. To add some what was it called, the little outdoor coffee table area, or like side table. Honestly, I tried to get a bit creative when it comes to the side tables, when it comes to the exterior, because I don't want to be using a lot of like interior related stuff. Do you get what I mean? That's why I kind of resort to the one that is kind of like has a stony texture to it. This one, where is it? There we go, this one. I mean, once again, it is the one that came from the Desert Lux kit, so yeah, it's just gonna be like the perfect set to be using out here, to be fair. And I believe these are also from Desert Lux kit. Yep. So everything that we're using so far in the outdoors is 90% Desert Lux kit and Island Living, which is great. I personally like when a lot of packs aren't being used and it's kind of like the same set and stuff from like the same pack, you know. Just makes it a little bit easier for everybody. Yeah, I wonder. This could look kind of interesting, but I don't think so. Yeah. See what else we got. I swear we had like a stone texture somewhere. Let me go to this area. I think it was, yeah, outdoor furniture. It's way too big. It's not gonna look nice, fortunately. so we're going to change it. This honestly isn't too bad either from high school years. I do use this one quite a bit as well within my my backyards. I think I'm just going to go for this swatch for the time being. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time trying to decipher if I want to use that or not. But moving on over here though, we're going to add a bit of seating. I'm going to use these for the outdoor seating area, like the dining table. I wonder if I should have the dining table on this side or that side. This side is a little bit more convenient, but it low-key kind of depends on where we're going to have the... I mean, it will be really nice if we had one right over here because we have the outdoor kitchen. Maybe if we have like the kitchen area over on this side of the build, I think that would be really nice, but I don't think so. Like, we don't have a lot of space. I mean, I might have to get rid of that staircase if we want to add like some extra space around here. Maybe just do something like this instead of the staircase. I mean, the staircase was kind of leading you to nowhere anyway. We don't even have space to add anything in that little area, so might as well just cover it up, right? Did it get rid of all the foliage though, or not? Yeah, it did. Okay, great. I was like, I hope we don't have any like random foliage like beneath this foundational area, so just wanted to make sure that I can get that cleared up. But yeah, so dining room. Let's see. Okay, so in my last, see, the thing is that like because I build quite a bit in The Sims, I try to make sure that I don't use the same thing over and over again within all of my builds. I know it's kind of tricky to do that, but especially when you're building quite a bit. But these aren't a decent selection, you know. I mean, I always use the Adventure Awaits dining table for like my outdoor kitchen areas, but today we're not going to do that. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using this event one, and instead of using that really reclaimed wood type of textured dining table chair, sorry, that came with the set, we're just going to use these wicker seats, and if it doesn't work then it's all good. We'll probably just like end up changing it about, but I think the contrast between all the colors that we have over here kind of work very nicely, and they're all relatively light, so they don't blend in, but they kind of like, you know, it kind of matches, you know. It's all right, it's not too bad. So I'm going to keep it for the time being. I'm just going to place that like right in the middle, like center around here. I wonder if placing an umbrella would be interesting. Let me search up shade real quick. Like maybe something like this in between. That could actually be really nice, to be fair. I wonder if they had something like that. Yeah, they had something similar to this in the reference image that I'm looking at. I mean, they didn't have like a dining table over here, but you know, we kind of like substituted a like seating area to be like a little outdoor dining table area, which I think looks a little bit more appropriate. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Let's see what else we got to add. They don't really have any they don't have a what is it called, like any fencing or stuff, anything around it, which kind of makes me think, is this an AI image or something? I don't understand, but I mean probably, but I don't know. They don't have any like fencing, so it makes it look really clean, whereas our one, we have quite a bit of fencing going across this entire build. I wonder if it will be interesting to add something like this in the middle and then move these even more back. I know we don't have space to make this area even more custom looking than it already does, but I'm going to try to give it a go and see what it might turn out to be like. Just gonna copy the sorry, just gonna copy these around here real quick. And we are using some more of the base game tiling and stuff for the wallpaper and the flooring. So it kind of just like gives it like a nice dark effect. And it kind of also matches it to the lighting that we have and the shade of the blue that we have on these windows. For the second floor in particular, we don't really have any of those window shades and stuff on the first floor. I mean, we do have on the front of the home, but that's besides the point. But yeah, we're going to leave this like this. And honestly, I wonder if we're going to add like a hot tub. Like a sunken one could look kind of interesting. Maybe like right over here. Icy Vix, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Good evening to you too. Hope you're having a great day so far. I really appreciate it. It is the evening for us, but yeah. I know most people are, it's probably like really early for them, but for us it's almost the next day. So but I appreciate you guys joining in and tuning in. I appreciate it. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Okay. I mean, it is a bit repetitive with the coloring over here, so maybe we can like change up. Like a plain white. And then right at the back over here, we kind of left this like little lonesome chair over here. So I'm thinking either we're going to be using the... Oh, this is actually a pretty nice option. We can even use this one or something like this, but I don't want to use any more wicker. We have quite a bit of that within the like dining table area anyway. Let's go to living chairs really quickly. Oh, this is a pretty decent one as well. I like this stool. Honestly, this entire set from Business and Hobbies is just a really good one to be using. They're very tiny though. Like they work very nicely in like modern homes, I noticed, but if you're trying to fill out like a really big amount of space, then you're gonna have problems because it doesn't really cover a lot of surface area, you know. It's been alright, thank you. I appreciate it. Loki just feel a little bit tired, to be honest. It's about like 12 past 10. But how did your Thursday go? I'd love to know what you guys have been up to and stuff. If you guys had a great day. Do you guys have any summer plans coming up? I'd love to know about that as well, where you guys like are planning to head. If you guys haven't even booked the trip yet, I'd love to know if you guys have any plans in mind. I'm always looking for plans and stuff for the summer and whatnot, so I'm all ears if you guys got like some great suggestions, you know. It's kind of like a common topic that comes up on this stream, to be honest. I mean, probably not today, but the other streams we had quite a few people. They love sharing their like vacation stories or like where they are planning to go and stuff this year. Oh, we could go for the dark brown, or we can even just like stay with the lighter brown. Dark brown kind of blends in with this gazebo, this custom gazebo design that we did, which is not bad. Oh, you already replied, my bad. I'm sorry, Icy. I just seen it. Day's been great, but hot but tolerable so far. I'm glad to hear that. Honestly, in terms of the weather, sorry, I didn't read that, by the way. I don't know why I skipped over that. But I'm glad to hear that it's been great. In terms of the weather for us, to be honest, it's not too bad. it is a bit windy though. Like it's not like crazy wind, but 2 days ago it was low key. This entire week has been quite hot, but it's not like to the point where like you need to like cover up. Does that make sense? Like you can sleep without a duvet and stuff like that. Like it's that kind of hot, but at the same time it's not like boiling hot like it was like 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago was insane, or like even like a week ago it was really hot. Like you would just like sweat just like sitting down, but thankfully it hasn't been like that for the past week, I would say. But you know what's so funny? I see. It kind of matched my how I said I was sleepy. So you know, it might have been the effects of that, of me just skipping chats like that. I mean, when there's so much to focus on and I'm already tired, it's just like an added bonus on top. So maybe a brown could be kind of decent here. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep the brown 100%. That looks way better than the light brown. So this darker combo is definitely a lot more interesting. I don't know why, but I keep placing these in front of the door, and I know in real life you can just like move it about and stuff, but in The Sims it just looks a bit odd. I mean, they can still use it, so it's not too bad of a design, you know. We could bring back those the stone coffee tables, to be honest. Like maybe like, oh, these are way too big. Maybe if they were like a tad bit smaller, I'll place like 2 side by side. Maybe if I like lower it down a little bit. Basically I just made them smaller, I just sized them down. I hate doing that personally though, with especially with like tables and stuff, because you know, like Sim using it, I hate having like stuff float about. But I might have to make a bit of an exception just for this area. I mean, it's a really small location, so I highly doubt anything's going to be placed over here anyway. Do I use Wicked Whims? No, I don't. Well, that is kind of a funny question and very odd. Sims can still go around the couch. Yeah, they should be able to, because these sliding glass doors, they might look like a very fancy like two-way design, but it's not. They can only access it from this side, like just like these like little corners. So as long as this green area is a bit open, then it should be good. And something that we've been not doing a lot this entire live stream is adding plants, which is very crucial for a build like this. So I'm gonna get to it right now. Let's see. Maybe something like that over here. I kind of use this olive plant a lot. It's a really good plant from Sleep Bathroom Kit, in case you guys are wondering. Definitely one of my favorite kits. And let's see. So we have a really big empty gap over here that we need to populate. We have... This area still feels kind of empty to me. We need to do something about it over here. Definitely need to add a bit more plants and stuff, like in vases and pots. Just need to pick something that's gonna look decent, you know, for this build. I don't want to like, I want to like do it tastefully, you know, like I don't want to just do it for the sake of it. I do like trying to add these somewhere around the build. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's a pretty decent option. be like a dark brown like that. Now we can't really see what's going on the other side of the pool area, so obviously it's kind of just like subject to our own assumptions and stuff. But I wonder if it will be worth it to. I'm thinking. Wait, hold on. I think let's go into live edit really quickly. I completely forgot where it's from, but there's like one of those booth type of things where like they place it in you place it like in the near the water, especially in like real life. I feel like what I just said made absolutely no sense, but it's like those outdoor gazebo type of things, and they're kind of like covered by a bit of like cloth on the ceiling, and it's just like really fancy looking. I think we do have something like that in The Sims. I just completely forgot where it's from. If I at least like knew which pack it was from, I'd like try to like filter it, but I can't. I have no clue. It's actually a really nice fountain. Oh, it's really big though. That's a really nice fountain though. I assume it probably came with Lovestruck, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna just test it real quick. I'm gonna filter by the packs really quickly. Not royalty, my bad. Lovestruck, there we go. It's not these things. It's not. It wasn't this either. Probably not from this pack then. It's a pretty decent object though to be using. Like if you just like copy another one onto the other side. Honestly, that's low-key not that bad, you know. But I wanted to use curtains and stuff around it. From the Wedding Story pack. Do you work in construction in real life? You seem to have like ginormous builds. No, I don't actually work in construction in real life. But I've been like I like building since like a young age and stuff. Not just in The Sims, kind of just on like pretty much any game, to be honest. Even in real life with like Legos and stuff. It's always been something that I've been doing. But in terms of liking the bit more like the bigger builds, it's more so just because they just look a little bit more appealing in The Sims, to be honest. Like, I don't know, like... Oh, these are actually really nice, but this was not what I was looking for. These are pretty decent though. It's like, it's way too flowery, you know? These are decent objects, but... Do you know what other packs it could probably be within? But you know what? Since we are here, we might as well take these out because I love using these two objects a lot. Might as well take those out, why not? I wonder where it could be from. I assume probably maybe like even high school years. I don't wait, maybe it was a normal object. Hold on, wait. Let me go back to okay, dream decorators selected. Let's go to every single object from this pack. You might be right, to be honest. I might have just been looking at debug mode. But there was such a good object somewhere and I completely forgot where it's from. Wait, what did I fill before again? I think it was Lovestruck, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of this also here. Okay. If I don't find it here, then we're not gonna bother looking for it anymore. Oh, there we go. It was this. There we go. Oh, but now that I'm looking at it, it's a bit too like it's alright, but oh no, maybe we can make it work. Maybe we can make it work. Basically, the idea was to have these like really fancy sunbeds. I think these will look like really fancy. Like maybe like even one of these could look kind of cool. I could only think about the wedding story. Yeah, honestly, the wedding story has really good ones, but they weren't the ones that I was looking for. It was this one in particular from Lovestruck. Damn, my memory isn't too bad, huh? I mean, I kind of spoiled it from the get-go, but I just I was filtering it from the debug mode, so got it wrong completely. But yeah, so this was what I had in my mind. I don't know if it's going to execute the same. It's probably not going to look as good as I'm like kind of envisioning it to be, but you know, it's worth a try. I would rather be a bit more creative, you know, than just like go with the generic style of, or like the shaping of the home in particular. Low-key though, doing this does kind of make it feel a bit more like a resort, at least to me. I don't know, these always kind of give me resort vibes. I'm just going to place another one right next to it. Lindy Lou, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're having a great Thursday. If this came in like a brown swatch, it would have been so good. Just matching with like the rest of the gazebo designs that we have so far. The black isn't bad either, to be fair. Like the black is not bad at all. The white though, I don't know. Both of them kind of like look decent to me. I'll stick with this one and then you guys can let me know what you guys want. But yeah, so what we're going to be placing beneath it though is going to be the Dream Home Decorator game pack object. So I'll showcase it really quickly. We're going to be using this Chase Lounge. It's really nice. And since we went with the white curtains, we might as well go for a contrasting sofa piece in the interior, right? So could go for something like this with the it'll be more suitable for a result type of photo in my opinion. Yeah, I feel like you definitely said that before I even said it properly, which is so funny. But yeah, I mean, it definitely does give that vibe off of it, you know. But you know, we're trying to make this build feel as like tropical as possible, so you know, it kind of works, I guess. Liza, thank you so much for joining over on Twitch. Hope you're having a great day. I'm doing alright, thank you. How are you doing? But yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep it for the time being. It's right. I mean, if we had more space, I definitely would have moved it out a little bit more. To be fair, in previous live streams, we wanted to turn this entire area into like a dock, like it kind of goes all the way out into the water. Obviously, that's going to be impossible to do. Like you can't do that in Sims, so we're just kind of going with what works for the time being in the game. But yeah, just placing a few of these little foliage pieces around here, just to kind of like match it with the rest of the vibe of the build. And then I think what else do we have to do? I mean, this area is still a little bit empty back here, but I don't really mind it, to be honest. let's go back to this area. Let's see if we can add like a few of these vase plants and stuff around the entire area. I hope there hasn't been any lags or anything during the entire stream. I mean, I haven't seen anyone complaining, so I hope it should be fine. It should be doing good for the time being. I mean, I haven't really even changed anything, so I was like, I didn't expect anything to happen today. But yeah, just gonna place a few of those objects tastefully around the area. I'm gonna search up tower real quick because there's like a little object, there we go, that comes from it was the one, it's the kit that came out with the Cozy Bistro kit at the same time. The these little like towels in like the holder look really nice, so just want to use that in this little area like that. And honestly, this area is quite like a bit, it's very minimal, you know. That should be fine though, right? You don't have to add every single bit to make it feel super complete. Let's see, where is our foliage pieces? There we go. Oh, let's add one of these like banana plants. I love a banana plant, to be honest. They look really huge. Like they work perfectly for like making an area feel busy, because there's just so many layers on this plant with all the leaves and stuff. I switched over to Twitch. YouTube is so laggy. Really? I wonder why. It shouldn't. Oh, sorry. We shouldn't be having any issues. I don't know why it's acting out today. Hold on. I'm gonna open it myself real quick. Honestly, no clue. Like I opened it and I don't really see any issues. I have no clue. I will probably have to like look into that. I don't know if you, I think you guys can see that as well. It says like the no active notifications on there. Let me reset that real quick. There we go. But yeah, so many odd little things happening today. I apologize, you guys. It's so random because like nothing else changed. Maybe I need to update something. I have no clue. But yeah, we're going to move on into adding some lighting to this outdoor area, because you know what, another thing that's making this backyard feel really simple is this flooring. I mean, I really love the way it looks when you have like the nighttime flooring on it, because like, sorry, when it's like, when you change the lighting to like nighttime or like evening, because you get like the grout detailing. Obviously when the sun is bright, you can't really get those details down. So maybe we can change the way the flooring looks to make this area of the build look a little bit more interesting. This is the one that we went for initially, the liminal limestone. Maybe Icy Vic, but I seen someone else over on TikTok mention the same thing at the start of the stream, so now I'm just like considering maybe it's a problem with me. But I mean, I don't know why it would be. Maybe my internet's not doing great at the moment. I don't know. I mean, it could be so many different factors. But yeah, I appreciate you letting me know, because then I can actually like work on it and stuff if I know what's going on. But yeah, you know what? I think I'm fine with the furnishing on this outdoor area. This wall, you can barely see any of the tiling. I wonder if we can change this a little bit. Let me go to this one. I mean, it does make it look really dark though when we use that one. But you know, we're gonna go for it regardless. And let's also change the lighting really quickly as well. Oh yeah, we did add lighting in the pool. I completely forgot about that. But we're gonna add some pool lighting, sorry, wall lighting as well, or in the pool, as well as the entire exterior as well. So let's go into outdoor water and decor. Fountain decorations. Was it fountain decoration? I might be really wrong about that. I mean, the saucer lights are here. Right, okay, it's not in here. Pool objects probably, there we go. I don't know, they sometimes categorize stuff really weirdly. Like this terrestrial saucer is in like so many different places. But yeah, just gonna place one over here, one in the center, another one over here. I'm gonna place two right there and then have one more over here. Move this over a little bit, there we go. And then we can finally add some outdoor lighting. Now, I don't want to really make the entire exterior be like covered up with a bunch of different lighting. So we're going to try to do it a bit tastefully, you know, like kind of hiding it in these smaller like pockets and stuff. First, we need to kind of select what kind of lighting we want though, because I mean, these are great, but they're very modern and really big. So probably not. Let's see what else we got. We have it's too big. This one's pretty decent. I normally use this one. I know it's really huge, but I always just size it down like 2 or 3 times and kind of just use this one quite a bit. It kind of provides a decent amount of lighting if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's a really good lighting source to be honest. So maybe we can use this one in certain areas. I don't know, there's something about this lighting, like it just looks pretty decent as well. Maybe we can have like one over here and then another one right here. Maybe we'd like merge it to make it seem like one, but no, that's not gonna look great. The wall is way too tall, so it just makes it look so minuscule, which is not what we're going for. Let's see. Definitely not the starlights. We could go for something like this as well. I do like using this one in villas and stuff like that. This one's a pretty decent one. This feels like a really realistic light, you know, like something that you can kind of expect. I wonder if we should switch out this light in particular. I do like this one though as well. So let's just keep this one for the time being. We could just like use both of them like kind of like interchangeably. Doesn't always have to be one or the other, you know. Oh yeah, let me add the this light. Zara, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. How are you doing? I'm doing alright, thank you. Thought I'd hop on, continue this build. Low-key a bit tired though, Zara, I'm not gonna lie. Just a bit tired. Yeah, honestly, I'm liking the lighting so far. This is looking pretty decent. I mean, for some reason, this light is like shining all the way up here. I have no idea what is casting this light up here, but if it's this light, that is quite insane. I mean, normally it does not provide that much light. Like, look at this one. This one doesn't do that. It's a bit odd, but I mean, honestly, I'm not even complaining, to be honest. I like the way it kind of like looks like that, to be honest. Makes it feel a little bit more moody and whatnot. Wait, I placed this window here yesterday. I wonder if that meant something. Was I meant to like do something like this? I completely forgot what I did yesterday. Honestly, might go for it. It looks pretty decent. It looks like less flat and less simple, you know, when you kind of do that. And I'm gonna take these lights again. They're pretty nice to use. They are unlockable, so I do apologize if you guys don't like when anyone who builds in The Sims uses unlockable objects, but I honestly like it a lot. I feel like a lot of my builds and stuff, they're kind of like more end game purpose, if that makes sense. Like if we were to categorize my type of builds, so I feel like it kind of makes sense, you know. Could even use a few of these in the front area over here. Could be kind of nice within these gaps. And I'm also noticing that we have this trim. I wonder if I should make it go all the way around the entire build like this or not. Maybe let's not? Nah, I don't think so. So we're gonna have to get rid of it over here as well, right? Or we can, you know what, we can actually just get rid of these ones. Kind of like this. I did low-key like it the other way. I do like it a bit more like that, I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna keep that. I mean, I don't know, as long as it doesn't touch this like main structural area. I know it's been dark for a while, so I do apologize, but we're trying to do the outdoor lighting for this build, so yeah, just trying to make sure that we gave. Oh yeah, and you know how they said like this entire fix was done? Definitely not. It has definitely not been fixed yet. Ice Vicky, yeah, I use the tool mod and the better build by mod, both of those when I'm building. That's kind of like the only two mods that I use. For gameplay, I only use the MCC command center and the UI cheats extension. They're just really helpful for like changing lighting and whatnot for me, to be honest. I know there's so many other purposes for them, but that's kind of what I use them for. Oh yeah, and also I did these, completely forgot. My bad. Let me add these over here as well really quickly. Just before it's too late and I just like leave them there, because that is something that I have done before. So definitely don't want to be repeating those little mistakes here and there. So just add that over here. There we go. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking that. I think we can finally move on. Wait, I need to actually save as well. Before we move on into doing the floor plan, because we need to do like a nice open floor plan concept design for this build. Don't have a clue as to how it's going to go, but we're going to figure something out hopefully and create up a nice little floor plan for you guys for this build. I honestly don't know if it's going to be like traditional or modern, but probably leaning towards a more modern open floor plan concept, solely because we have no space to make rooms within this build. It's literally just going to be like so many different hallways. But I don't know, we're going to see. We're going to see once we once this finishes up saving and stuff. So our front entrance area, I did mention earlier as well, well, in earlier live streams, that maybe we can change this front door to the one that came from Eco Lifestyle, the one that kind of has like lines within the door itself. Solely because I just feel like it might help with like differentiating between both of the two doors. Hold on, wait, let me find it real quick. Yeah, that sound like this, just so you're able to like differentiate between both of the two doors that we have at the front. Well, within the same room. This one kind of leads you towards the backyard. This one's kind of like the front door. Rather than having like the exact same thing back to back. Might look a little bit more interesting to do it that way. By the way, we're not going to be coloring these half walls for the time being because they're just going to keep resetting themselves. So there's no point in doing them because they're just going to keep going and going and going. So we're probably going to be doing like last or something. But it's just going to cover up a few of these holes and stuff. Some of these concrete walls do end up becoming functional rooms, or like not rooms, but like, I mean, obviously not rooms, but little pockets of like functionality. But I don't know, we're gonna see how it goes with this build. I'm gonna cover this little area as well. I would rather just work with like a clean canvas, to be honest, like clean slate. Yeah, this area is gonna be a bit weird, you know, like there's a lot of this like zigzag going on. Wait, there's another kit coming out for The Sims? Holy. There's a music kit coming out. Have you guys heard about it? I literally just saw it on my phone, so I was like, hold on. Oh wow, okay. Marina, thank you so much for joining and following and sending the heart me and the ice cream. I really love to see it. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Became the number 4 fan. Love to see it. But yeah, there is apparently a new kit coming out to do with music on the 23rd of July. Which is honestly kind of interesting. I mean, I probably won't pick it up, but interesting. I know a lot of people who are in the Sims community love music related stuff, and they want like a music like band type of expansion pack or game pack, and they haven't unfortunately got it, which kind of sucks. But you know, at least there's like something that they're going to be coming out with, you know. But yeah, just trying to create a nice little floor plan over here, just like cleaning up at the moment, to be fair. And then we're going to be making a floor plan for this area of this build, which is low-key going to be quite a challenge, to be honest. Like, I mean, look at the shape of that. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Let me actually light up as well, because we need to make sure that it's nice and clear for every single one of us. Because I know sometimes even on like smaller screens, it can like come across a little dark. Just place like a few of these around here. Maybe like 2 over here. I will obviously like adjust them and stuff as well eventually, but for the time being, we're just gonna place them around it here and stuff. Two around here. Okay, since we have the outdoor dining table over here, I wonder if we should make the kitchen area over here. Kitchen area is going to be over here. Dining table is going to be on this side of the home. So maybe we can like kind of cut it across like this. Turn this into something. Maybe like a bathroom over here. This could be like a laundry room. Little entranceway nook type of thing over here. Does that mean we're going to have a living room on this side, potentially? Kelly, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining tonight. Hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you being here. But yeah, we're just continuing with this build as usual. Just we did a bit of the outdoor furnishings and stuff, and now we're just kind of just like trying to figure out a nice floor plan to create for this build. Could Loki do like the same design on this side as well? Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Just so it's a bit more symmetrical. There we go. And then yeah, so dining table, kitchen combo is going to be over here. Bathroom, laundry room. These two, I don't want to create like the same thing over on this side as well. So maybe this could be like, oh, you know what? We can actually turn this into like an office or something. That could be kind of fun to turn this into like an office area. To be fair, we can also turn this area into like a staircase because we don't have a dedicated staircase area, but we can also do that in this middle area as well. I mean, we can't really use too much of the middle area because we need to make sure that we have access to like other parts of the home because of this middle section. Like, would it be crazy to turn this entire wing into the primary bedroom suite? I think that's a bit too much, isn't it, you guys? Like, we could definitely create a walk-in wardrobe. No, we're not having any of those. A kit, are they gonna add new instruments? Yeah, apparently they're gonna. Well, I don't know if they're gonna be like functional. I highly doubt, because it's the starter though. That's insane. I assume they're just gonna be oh wait, there's gonna be there's gonna be 2 free and 1 paid marketplace release as well. I'm literally just getting the news right now, so I'm just kind of like got sidetracked by it. But yeah, the new music kit is what I can see is like an orange guitar, a few like music stands, like a guitar. I mean, there's like a standalone piano as well, and like a few record discs on the wall. That is kind of like a poster and stuff. Some new headsets, but that's pretty much it, to be honest. I don't think it's going to be functional, so yeah, there's no drums from the looks of it, which is, I think a lot of people wanted that kind of whole set completedness type of thing. But yeah, I don't really see stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think there's new instruments, unfortunately. So I mean, kits are very specific and optional, so I don't really mind if they release like 1 million of them. I mean, it can get a bit annoying trying to like if you want to like buy every single one of them, but you know, it's not really that necessary in my opinion. Like, there's a few that even I skipped out on as a builder, and I'm more than happy to. Like, there was one that had like the really old, like even like the kitchen to table thing, or like the garden to table kit. Like, I know people love that kind of clutter stuff, but for me, no. I'd rather just you know, just do my builds as usual without adding unnecessary clutter to my build, you know. But someone might turn around and be like, hey, that's necessary for me. So like, you know, it's very subjective. It's each their own, you know. Sound bad on TikTok too? Really? Ooh. Give me 1 second, you guys. This is not normal. so annoying. I have no clue why this is happening. I'm gonna change a setting or something so we can test it out. Shouldn't be having any issues though. I mean, it might be my Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm just having like a bad day with my Wi-Fi. It could just be that. Okay, I've lowered it quite a bit now, so... Oh yeah, I need to do like a speed test as well, hold on. I'm doing an internet speed test real quick, because I'm like, what the hell is going on? Usually I don't have issues like this. Seems fine though, I don't know, like... I literally forgot. Wait, yeah, you know what? I'm noticing TikTok being like a bit weird as well. Hold on. TikTok is so behind. What is going on tonight? I mean, over on YouTube and Twitch, it's fine, but TikTok is acting weird. I don't know what is going on. 6 megabyte. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, something is happening to my upload speed. I mean, it's probably because I'm live, but that I did not expect it to be this bad. I have no clue why it's happening like this. I do apologize, you guys. This never happens, but... Why the hell is everything going wrong today? It's so funny. I mean, it's not funny, but you know, it is kind of funny at the same time. I'm just trying to fix stuff up real quick, you guys. That's why you guys are looking at a still frame. I'm just working on trying to see what I can do to fix this because it's so odd. Can you see messages on TikTok? I assume you guys can see. Kelly, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. Oh wait, Kelly, are you the one from are you the one from TikTok? Or is that a completely different Kelly? Can you see messages on TikTok? I think there's something wrong with TikTok, to be honest. There's something wrong with TikTok. Some more of these rooms around here. I have no clue if we're going to actually move on into doing any of the interior today, but I would rather we just like kind of like plan it out. And then we can actually like work on it together eventually. Oh yeah, this area is going to be a bit tricky to do. Why is this perfectly fine and then this side isn't? Right, because this side pokes out and this side doesn't. Okay. Hopefully you guys are up to date though. You guys can see everything that I'm doing over on Twitch and YouTube. Cheek Simmer, hey, welcome to the stream. Is TikTok chat working? I actually closed the TikTok chat. I mean, I closed TikTok in general, but I don't think it even did anything, which is really weird. I have absolutely no clue what is going on today. I really do apologize, you guys. I literally do the exact same thing every single day, so something is going wrong today and I have no clue what it is. Honestly, no clue what's going on. Why is this happening? I have no clue. It's like a targeted attack at this point. Like, what the hell? I think it's just my internet, you guys. I don't know why it is it's so poor though. I never have. You guys who usually watch the stream, you guys will know we don't really have an issue like this. Honestly, you guys, I think it's I'm gonna open up TikTok again really quickly, so we can have all three of them open at the same time again. See what happens. I mean, you guys who are watching over on you guys aren't even up to date either, are you guys? Who are watching on Yes, it's you. Yeah, you got that message so late, I think. The live streams are just so delayed today. It's probably because of the internet. I have no clue what's wrong with my internet though, so I do apologize, you guys. I don't know if I can carry on any longer, but we're gonna try. It's literally not even saying that doesn't even say that I'm live at this point over on Twitch. I mean TikTok, sorry. Yeah, I think my entire Wi-Fi is cooked today. Honestly, that might be the case. I see. Yeah. No, normally it's fine though. We don't really have an issue. It's just today. But anyway, I'm gonna close off TikTok. I'm not even gonna bother opening it again. I'm gonna just continue with the live stream. I mean, I think it's up to date now, hopefully, over on Twitch and YouTube now, so you're not used to Twitch. I'm not honestly, Kelly, we might have to start getting used to Twitch at this point, because TikTok is honestly acting up very annoyingly. I mean, it's probably my Wi-Fi, but TikTok as well is a bit problematic at the moment. But yeah, I have noticed a very sudden dip in my my bitmap. My bitmap, that's my bitrate today. I have no idea why, you guys. I have nothing open in the background. I always reset my computer before doing a live stream, and it usually kind of helps sort things out, but I mean, I guess not today. It's still frozen for you guys over on Twitch. No, it should be On YouTube, it's completely fine from what I can see. YouTube seems pretty good. Hazel, hey, bit of a late start, but how are you doing, Hazel? Honestly, Hazel, we had nightmares today. It's just never-ending problems today. When did you join, Hazel? By the way, I completely forgot. I like not forgot, but I didn't see the YouTube chat. But yeah, everything seems to be a bit more up to date when it's just Twitch and YouTube. I'm literally trying to just like find a place to locate the staircase, because yeah, it's definitely not staying in this hallway at all. You know what? I think I might just turn this entire area over here into like a staircase type of thing, because we kind of don't really have another option. Let me get rid of these rooms as well. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent, to be honest. Like just having the staircase over on this side, kind of that. I have no clue what we're gonna put around here. Probably just like, oh yeah, we said this was gonna turn into an office, but we're gonna just like have to squish it like an office over here somewhere around, maybe like in this like little nook. I think that can look kind of interesting. But yeah, it seems to be it seems to be updating over on YouTube and Twitch at the moment, from what I'm seeing. So good to hear. Fellows, can't stay for long, but I wanted to say this building is looking really good. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Finally, I can see in real time what you're doing. I mean, based on when how fast I read your response, I was literally just looking at chat, so I would have read it immediately. So you can kind of like judge it off of that. I think TikTok was the one causing issues, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what we're gonna do about that, but might just have to leave TikTok behind. But yeah, so we have open floor plan living room type of situation over here. This is the main entrance area. This is going to be bathroom and laundry combo type of situation. And then right over here, we're going to have the living room and, sorry, the kitchen and dining room area, which is going to just be a bit more of a unique, but at the same time, it's kind of like connected to the outdoor dining table area. So it's going to just be like really convenient. But yeah, it seems to be up to date everywhere right now, which is great. I just keep looking back because now I'm just like paranoid. I'm just like, is everyone seeing the same thing that I'm looking at? But yeah, let me add some lighting within these little rooms as well. And let's actually add some wallpapers as well. And I know like you guys might not want me to like have plain white walls all over the place, but I kind of just use it as like a template, and then we just end up like editing it afterwards as we go throughout the entire build. So in case you guys are new here, I do tend to say that quite a bit as well. Like we start off with the white wallpaper, but it ends up changing quite a lot because yeah, we're just using it as like a template basically, and if we like it in certain areas, then we'll just keep it. Yeah, for the flooring, let's see, let's go into wood. And honestly, I'm already eyeing the business and hobbies one. I really love this wood from business and hobbies. Really good. Oh, the light oak kind of looks nice here as well. That's honestly not too bad either, to be fair. We could just do something like that. I do like that light oak. I mean, is this even called like a light oak? Is it like a birch color, right? I mean, this one's technically a little bit more birch. This one seems just like a bleached color at this point. But it is a very nice shade, you know, like it's a pretty decent color. And it does low-key feel kind of tropical. Like I kind of can see myself kind of like picturing a nice design over here. No, there's no pictures of the inside of the house, so we're just going to be going with like what we think is going to work best for this build. I mean, even if I did, I probably wouldn't have I probably can't even like try to use it. I mean, maybe it will help with like picking certain areas where like things need to go. Like from this image, I can already see like, you know, like within like certain pockets we can see in the inside. This side of the home, this side where we're going to put the kitchen, looks like the living room area in like the reference image. But we're not going to copy the reference image. We don't need to. So yeah, we're just going to keep it as that. And then over here is actually where the kitchen is in the image, is what I'm understanding. But we're not going to do that, so it's all good. So let's move on into this area really quickly. And I wonder what kind of color scheme to go for. I mean, we've done a white and brown recently. We've done a full-on black. We haven't done a full-on white yet. We could do something else like add in color into the build as well. Or we could go for something like this as well. I mean, this is a bit more generic though. That's the thing. The one from Snowy Escape. I really like this one. But honestly, it's not too bad. Maybe these from Life and Death. Life and Death feels a little bit too like detailed for this build. Do you get what I mean? We're trying to go for something that feels a little bit more light and airy. I feel like this is like a really default looking color combo. Maybe we might need to like switch it up a little bit. There's a lot of brown. Could do like a this brown is like really dark though, like it's borderline black, like when you like zoomed out, so it doesn't really look that detailed. This one's not too bad. Could also use like a different cabinet as well. It doesn't have to be the one from Life and Death. Like this one's pretty decent. Oh, could go for this, the brown and the black. Nice combo, right? Bluish for the coastal vibe. True, we could go for a blue. See what kind of blue options we have. I believe this base game one has a blue option. Maybe like a really, that's kind of like grey though, isn't it? Like maybe this kind of blue. Or I feel like you are probably like talking about a brighter blue though. Like probably not this, but something that's gonna feel like, I get what you mean, that you want like a good decent blue that's gonna feel like open and airy. Honestly, because I don't use a lot of color within my kitchens and I'm quite a boring person. Oh, you know what, this one could work. That's a pretty decent one from what is it called, the kitchen stuff pack. I completely forgot what it's called. You guys know the name of it. I say it a million times anyway. Home Chef Hustle, there we go. Just got it on the tip of my tongue for a second. But yeah, you know what? Let's use this one. Why not? Let's go for this one. And then for the island counters, let's go for maybe these, or like a plain white or a plain black. I don't really mind, to be honest. But yeah, I just want to use the island kitchen cabinet solely because of the waterfall feature. Like, just like that waterfall edge just feels very nice. I don't know, I just really like the way it looks, to be fair. But yeah, Home Chef Hustle kitchen cabinets will be going in right now because I think these ones look really good. Low-key kind of want to raise this up a bit, but I noticed how, like, from the back side, you can't really tell that it's like really sunken into it, so it's kind of good. Oh, where the hell did we go? But yeah, literally now I'm just like, every second I'm just like paranoid. I'm like looking back to see what's going on the live stream. But yeah, perfect from the Home Chef Hustle kit. Honestly, yeah, it's such a good kitchen set. But yeah, I need to sort that my Wi-Fi issue out. I shouldn't be dropping like that, especially when you're paying the same price every month for like a certain set. Like, you shouldn't be. I mean, I know it's not that high, but like, you know, if they promise a deal, then they should kind of like stick to it. But yeah, I'll sort that out off stream. But for the time being, these are also pretty decent cabinets as well. I do like these. They're pretty nice. And something like this as well kind of screams very tropical as well. This one's not a bad option. This is not bad either. Oh, you know what? This one's really nice. Like, the white and brown is really nice over here. But we're gonna go for these, obviously, for the main counters. And then let's see what kind of island counter we're working with. Honestly, that's not a bad island counter, to be fair. So let's just go for this really quickly. To be honest, from what I can see from the reference image, like on the opposite side where they have their kitchen, they kind of have if I'm not mistaken, their island counter is kind of like this. Like, it kind of overlooks the interior, which is ironic because it needs to be this way if it wants to look outside. But, you know, it still kind of gives it like a unique design. I don't know if we're going to keep it like this though, because it's just going to take up a lot of unnecessary space. And obviously we need to make sure that we add enough kitchen counters and stuff around here as much as possible. So definitely can see like a little coffee nook over here for sure. And then gonna head out. Hope the connection fixes by next stream. Thanks for the awesome streams. We appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much, What's up? I hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you tuning in up until this point. Hope you have a great rest of your day though. Stop stressing, everything is great now. No, it's honestly like, it feels like once at the beginning of the live stream, because if someone said it at the start, I'd be like, yeah, it is what it is, you know, it happens occasionally. But then when I saw like a few of you guys saying it, I was like, oh shit, okay. It's clearly not going great. So, need to do something about it. Maybe a white and brown color scheme. Not many other color option when in a modern home without looking tacky. True, but what do you think we should change this blue color scheme a little bit? The blue and the gold and the brown. Well, we can either go for these ones or we can go for this one, like hold on, this one. This one's decent as well, like this one, but there's a lot going on with this, you know, like the countertop is different, the cabinet is different, the hardware is different, like the backside is different, like there's a lot going on. But these two, they work pretty nicely hand in hand, you know, like I feel like these are kind of decent contenders. So you guys can kind of be the judge of this and like decide what you guys want to use instead. But before we do anything, I just want to kind of like get a design down really quickly. I'm thinking of doing something unique, which is adding... Hold on, let me add the corner pieces really quickly. So I've never done this before, okay, but I want to try maybe like a square design for the island counter. Now I know this might look a little bit weird at first, but just trust the process. Maybe it will look kind of interesting. And I know the actual island counter bit that is off the edge is going into the inside. I'm aware of it all, but just hear me out for a second, right? Like this could be kind of like a unique design, no? Like, do you guys like the Home Chef Hustle one? No matter what we go for though, we will be doing this this like square design though. I think that looks kind of interesting. Maybe not, and maybe we won't keep this. I don't know yet, but I do like the idea of it just like being really busy looking, you know. I haven't done a kitchen design like this ever, to be fair. Like it looks very different and unique. And also I'm going to change, well, not the palm trees. We're going to be changing this door over here to this one. And we might do it for the other side as well, because I just want it to feel very open and airy. It might not work the best with the really tall wall heights that we have going on, so you might see a bit of a gap at the top, which is not great. But if I get it really quickly, you guys might be able to have like a good idea. This one in particular, I really love using this in like my more tropical builds and stuff, so maybe we could potentially use this. I think these look very cool, to be honest, like the bifold doors. They're not as tall, but it's all good. We can always go back to Windows. Oh yeah, by the way, let me save as well really quickly before it's too late. What will you put in the center there? Honestly, not really sure. We could probably either populate it with a lot of plants, or maybe just like add a column in the middle. But I feel like the house is so small to the point where I don't want to add like so many columns within the interior. Otherwise, it's just going to feel really closed off. So probably just foliage. The brown looks good, just add coloring with paintings and plants. Let me try this entire design with the brown as well, the white and brown. Let me get that out, and then we need this one. There we go. Oh yeah, and we need this. But yeah, basically this like central bit is gonna be kind of like a unique take for this build. It's just gonna make it stand out, to be honest, because I haven't really done something like this before. Oh, these don't really match that that well with the thingy cabinets, but I mean we could. No, we can't. Well, hold on. Nah, it still won't work. Honestly, the Home Chef Hustle one wasn't too bad, no? Honestly, though, low-key, I am feeling these the Home Chef Hustle ones for some reason. It just fits, you know? What if we do like a combination of the two? I know it might sound ridiculous right now, but honestly, just trust the process. Sometimes they do work surprisingly nice together. Like, doesn't really work that well. But honestly, look, I do like the brown on the white, but I think honestly these cabinets, the ones from Home Chef Hustle, they're not to the point where like they feel tacky. Do you get what I mean? Like they feel modern. I know both of you have conflicting options. I do love both though. Like I do like the white and the brown, and I do also love the blue with the other colors as well. Like it all kind of works nicely together. I could introduce a bit of brown within the flooring. Maybe we can try that. Like with but it doesn't really work with dark brown. I don't know, now I'm indecisive. Like I don't want it to I'm gonna keep it like this for now, but I might change it. I don't know. I think it looks pretty decent for the time being. If it looks tacky as we're building and stuff, we can definitely change it, no problem. I feel like a white and black, a white and brown could feel a little bit monochromatic, but this kind of feels like a bit more fun and open, you know, like a bit more of like a change. Let me add like a, oh, we can't. I mean, we can, but it's ridiculous. Like, nah, that won't work. I don't think we can even add a, I mean, I don't even want to do that, to be honest. We're just going to add like, some foliage and stuff in there. Okay, so the main reason I already mentioned like why I wanted the gap in the middle, but it's just a bit of difference, you know. All of our builds, we always have like these really thick details and like the same single line or like the double lined island counters and stuff. So I feel like, you know what, let me just change it up a little bit. Oh, these are so dark, but it low-key would have been so good if I can just like align these up as like a square. That would honestly be so good if it just didn't really have that really ridiculous lighting. I have no idea why it's doing that though. I know the object itself is really big, so when you size it down, it just automatically, you know, has that weird permanent glow to it. But honestly, it would have been really good if that kind of worked nicely. So we're just gonna have to find like a substitute. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these because they're not working. That's honestly not too bad either, to be fair. But I do want to add some like some extra plants around here. What would be really nice if we had something like elevated. This might look ridiculous for you guys, but just trust the process. I need to just want to try something out. Like maybe something like this. I don't know, I'm just trying to be creative a little bit, you know, without always doing like the same thing over and over. I feel like a house, like a very luxurious home, would feature ridiculous things like this. One, the blue low-key matches as well. Honestly, had no intention of going with like a blue theme, but it's not too bad. I thought about adding in the center a giant basket with fruits and veggies, etc. You know, like when cooking. True, yeah, we can definitely add some of those. I wonder if this color swatch, the Home Chef Hustle does come with. You know what? Like, if we eventually down the line think these kitchen cabinets look too tacky, like the coloring and stuff, we can always change it to like the plain white. You know, so there's always like another way with it for sure. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, I feel like it's pretty decent. I mean, I know it's really simple, but it kind of gets the job done, you know? Oh, sorry, camera movement. And let's add a I think it was fruit basket, but it wasn't a fruit. It was like, there we go, these. This is a really nice object from Royalty. I don't want it to ruin the view though from like the entranceway. So like when you look at it from coming over here, I kind of like how exaggerated that plant is as well. I might have, like, I know it might look a little bit ridiculous, but genuinely, it's honestly not that bad when it was bigger. This not being centered is very annoying, but can't do much about it. Towel. I should move this back pretty quickly. And then, oh yeah, we need to add the stove somewhere. So we could technically add it here, I guess. Let's go to stoves real quick. There we go, something like that. Honestly, despite this being like the opposite way, it works perfectly over here. We could even add like another one on this side, to be honest, if we wanted to be like extra fancy. Honestly, at this point it's starting to turn into like, you know, those one of those like Love Island villas where they have like millions of everything because there's so many people living in the same house. But honestly, that's kind of like the way that we have to go about it, you know, like if we're trying to make something that feels like a luxurious villa. And over here we're gonna have 2 seating areas over here. A lot of white and gold, but you know, it's all right. We could go for the blues once again. It is a bit more of like a teal slash turquoisey blue though, so maybe just go for like the off-white like beige. Maybe I'd like one of these banana plants in the corner. The one thing I like about this banana plant is yes, it has a shadow, but it's not as bad as like the other ones when you size it down. Or is that bad? You know, I might be taking that back. I think that's a bad shadow. Never mind. But in the outdoors, when we placed it and we sized it down, it did not look that bad. So I was like judging it off of that when I was saying that. Okay, let's go for one of these more generic looking ones. And then over here, we should probably add, I mean, since we're going for that more modern approach, maybe let's not add those like wall cabinets. Maybe let's add like something else, but we can still try it. Honestly, that's not even that bad. We can even change the color of this to like a plain white. Oh, the brown does look pretty decent, but a plain white or like a gray like this one. Honestly, anything matches at this point. Like, it's a pretty decent looking kitchen, so and then over here, since we do like the normal coffee nook station type of thing, let's do the same thing over here, and then let's just add shelving. And then maybe we can add like that really thin cabinet right on top. Or is that too? I think that's a bit too much, isn't it? Let's lower this down. Let's just raise it up by like the 3. If that makes sense to you guys, but just do something like this instead. There we go, something like that. That's honestly not too bad, like just over here. I'm honestly, do you know what? Genuinely, I'm not even just saying it for the sake of it. I genuinely like the way this kitchen is looking. Like, it's definitely not for everybody. It's probably not even for me as well. I probably wouldn't want a kitchen with like a really huge square island design like this. But I feel like for this build and for the like the weird shape that we're working with, I genuinely don't hate it. Like, I genuinely think it looks pretty decent. I'm glad that we were able to kind of like pull off something today that felt unique. I look, you want to play something else over here though, like maybe a plant or something. And we definitely need a few trash cans and stuff. I mean, come on, you guys already know which one we're going to be using. I mean, how can we not use this one, you know? I mean, in real life, they will have like a little built-in one within the cabinets, but we ain't got that kind of technology yet in The Sims. I mean, it could barely survive without crashing on its own, so I'm just gonna add one little tiny one over here. And I know you guys are probably like, where the hell is this guy gonna put a fridge? But we're gonna put the fridge over here, potentially, like a built-in one. I mean, I tried to do something that feels a bit more built-in within most of my builds anyway. So let's try and do that right now, really quickly. Since Home Chef Hostel comes with a nice set, it's going to be nice and easy to wait, where's the extra random clutter stuff here? Normally I have that when I have Better Build by Mod. Organized debug is on. I don't know why that is not. Basically, when I press the refrigerator button, usually I have like a bunch of different clutter pieces in here as well, but today I don't. It's looking really clean. I have no idea why. I wonder if they fixed it. I don't think they did though, and I didn't update my mods, so I have no clue. Today has been a really weird day in terms of The Sims. I don't know, everything is just like a bit odd. Let's go for a white kitchen, sorry, a white fridge with the blue cabinets. And I'm also going to raise this up by 1. And I'm just going to place this son like that. Or, you know what, let me raise this one down and then get this one up here. There we go, something like that. I mean, it almost matches that. But yeah, just something like that. We can even make it go white, to be fair, like this beige color. we don't really have to restrict ourselves because we already have quite a lot of like white and beige and blue going on anyway. So if we go for like a plain white, it's honestly not too bad. I don't hate that. Honestly, it does kind of warrant for me to place a I was gonna say a toilet. What the hell? A little rubbish bin over here as well. It's different, a bar. I was thinking we have a bar out here, right? So I was thinking maybe we add like the dining table over here instead. So that we don't always have you don't always have to go outside to eat. You have the dining table inside. But yeah, if we can fit a bar, we definitely will try to incorporate it somewhere. Haven't even touched any of the accent walls and stuff at the moment. Just trying to prioritize placing some of the objects, and then yeah, we'll just move on from there. It's gonna be kind of tricky to create this dining table area because nothing's really working for me. This one's right, I guess. It's going to be really off-centered though. Like if I center it with the window, then it's not going to be aligned with the island counters. If I align it with the island counters, vice versa. Same with this area, it's a bit random. I think aligning it with the island counter, I think, is the best way to go though. Could do a few of these. They kind of look like refurbished furniture pieces. Could be kind of decent to add here. Maybe like a ridiculous orange color, or like a blue. I might be doing too much though with these colors though. I feel like we have enough colors within the actual kitchen cabinets themselves. But honestly, I'm kind of down. I don't mind. These are not too bad either, to be honest, from Royalty. These are pretty decent. Oh, you know what? I might actually go for these. I don't think I've ever used these ever since the kit came out. So ever since the pack came out. These are not too bad. At first I was like, oh, these are gonna look hideous, but genuinely they kind of look a bit artsy, you know? Like they're not too bad. And they have decent swatches. They're very muted and minimalistic swatches, but I mean it works for us. But maybe in like this really dark or like really muted brownish greenish color, it kind of reminds me of like an olive green, like a really weird olive green color, or like a dark brown. I honestly don't hate that. I might actually go for that. But we don't have any of that color going anywhere else throughout this entire build, so it does feel a little bit odd. Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed. We don't have a lot of the same color. We need to save. Let me change these all to white and then we'll save. I highly doubt my game would crash at this point. I mean, it would be so funny if it just did, but I don't think so. But we'll save. But yeah, I'll probably add like a few extra things into this room and then just slowly head out because it is getting a bit late. And we didn't start like too early, but it was kind of early, you know. I think it's been like 2.5 hours at this point. get some curtains up in here. Yeah, the medium ones are going to be perfect for this location. Honestly, the white and gold look pretty decent. I was trying to go for like the plain whites, but I think the white and gold might look nicer. I mean, I'm picking all of the more, not tacky, but like the more textured objects today. I don't know, it's just, they just seem to be fitting with this vibe of the home a little bit more. I mean, we have quite a lot of detail going on in the exterior in terms of like color and whatnot. So I'm kind of just like trying to bring that into the interior as well, but like still trying to make sure that it's tasteful. I completely forgot we didn't even add any lighting around here. Let's see what we got. We have this one. This one's not bad. Over the cabinets, sorry, the counters though, I do like using these ones. Base game ones, pretty decent. These are also pretty good as well. Yeah, like the lowest height, these are pretty nice. Maybe like just on one side over here. Could look kind of nice. Search for the plant again. What plant was it? I completely forgot. There we go, this one. A really nice plant from Forend. It's amazing. It's honestly not too bad. I'm gonna head out first then. Stream. I have fun. Oh, that's good to hear. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. For you being here and like sharing your thoughts and stuff with the build. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you do have a great rest of your day though. But yeah, we also need to change the accent wallpapers. We have quite a few more things to do. Add a few of these showing units over here as well. We'll worry about adding some clutter and stuff tomorrow. As long as we get like the basics down, then we should be good for today. That's honestly not too bad, like a darker title. Kind of just like makes it stand out a little bit. Especially since it's kind of like pocketed in this little section of the home. Oh wait, where did our little plant go? I swear we had a little plant. What the hell? I'm gonna place it back really quickly and then we'll call it a day. Oh my days, can't even find the plant. Where the hell is it? I probably went past it like 50 times. There we go, this one. Surprisingly, for the size of this plant, it barely has a shadow. Or like it's very subtle. Thankfully though, because it doesn't obstruct the design of the home, which is good. Maybe we can create like two of these on that side, something like that. That could actually be very nice as well. spice tray maybe somewhere. Set a little cookbook somewhere as well. And a few plates, and then we'll call it. I know I keep saying that, but I just want to keep adding to it, you know. Okay. Oh yeah, and that little fill plant. There we go. I mean, you can't have enough of these little fill plants, you know. They're really good. So just place it everywhere on the like little shell bits. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly end the stream here. So thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in and had stayed for the entire time. I really do appreciate it. I know there was a few ups and downs today, unfortunately, with the stream. I know, I do apologize. It kind of just happens though, you know, like that's kind of the way streaming goes. Like not everything's going to be perfect. My Wi-Fi was probably just acting up today, unfortunately. Can't really do much about it. Hopefully tomorrow it will be a little bit better. I don't know if we'll do like the free stream multi-stream again. I mean, I'll try first, and then if it doesn't work out, then we will probably end up having to ditch TikTok, which kind of sucks, but you know, we kind of have to do what we have to do, you know. But yeah, thank you to all of you guys who have tuned in. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's stream. I'll pretty much start around like the same time anyway, and we'll just continue with this build. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your days, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So take care, everybody.